favorite shirts.
Very
My
fancy.
45 purchased on location in Charlevoix, right?
Exactly. That's what it feels like.
And you got
Outside is what it feels like.
you have a nice pink one on for today.
Yeah, this is our special Montreal office one that we just had made. I ordered it like 3 sizes too big by accident, so it's nice on Zoom that you can't tell that it touches my ankles, but it looks really good for Valentine's Day. I thought it would go pink, get
Nice
that
and
love in
comfy.
the air.
Comfy, right?
Exactly,
Look at all
exactly.
the hearts. Susan, I got a T45 from Menchie's. You got one, Jennifer? Oh my gosh, from Menchie's. I love it.
You should see my kids' collection. It's getting insane.
Oh, they're lucky kids.
They
All
are.
right. Look at all the hearts. Happy Valentine's Day, to everybody. What a great way to kick off today. We love our friends at Club Med because they love travel agents, and so does everyone here at Spoiled Agent. So thank you, thank you. I know you all by now our friend Tyler, who takes care of what's your territory now? Because I know you and Sam.
Yeah, it's weird. I have the majority of Ontario bricks and mortar. Sam has the majority of the host agencies, and then I have all of the Maritimes, and Sam has all of the West Coast.
Okay, so you guys have it covered for sure.
Yes.
Well, and I just want to say Tyler and Sam, because Sam's really here in spirit. We know she's on a fan, but she's really here in spirit. Um, you guys are giving away. Oh my God, do you want to say it? I can't even believe this. This came in last minute, guys. So in case you missed it, this is breaking news.
Yes, we are giving away 84,000 points because we love travel agents. So we want to make sure that whoever wins, so if you stick around to the end of this, you'll have the opportunity to win 84,000 great advisor points, which is enough to go to pretty much any Club Med in the world. So one of the 70 properties, you and one other person for an entire week. So pretty worth staying, I think, today.
Right. So that's a really good point. So in order to qualify, if you will, you have to stay on to the question period. But you don't have to ask a question, but just have to stay on to then so you get to hear everything that Tyler has to say, all the great things that are, maybe, you want to learn more about Club Med or hear what's already on the go. That this is what today's all about, right, Tyler?
Exactly.
Amazing. Well, I want to welcome, we're here live on Zoom. We're here live on Facebook, and we already have a great crowd for you guys. So thanks so much. If anyone has any questions for Tyler, we're going to take it at the end in the Q&A box. Please, please do not add your questions in the chat because it moves up and we lose them, and we want to make sure that we get all your questions. Okay. So again, you have to stay on live, okay, to be eligible to win this amazing prize, which is, I think, once in a lifetime. So this is a fantastic opportunity, guys. If you want to get out there and experience it on your own time, this is it. So as you chat, Tyler, I'm going to pop in a lot of information for you, your contact and stuff like that, how they can find you in Spoiled Agent, and our new YouTube channel, which you guys are going to be on later on today as well. How's that?
Sweet. Sounds good.
I'll see you in a
If you could
bit.
spell my last name right, because I can't, but whatever. Welcome, guys. Obviously, you see our backdrop here. You see I'm in my pink outfit. I love a theme. So, to do something on Valentine's Day is just seems, you know, it's the perfect thing for us to do today. Get to talk to all of our agent friends. I wish I could have carried this theme out throughout my entire presentation, but honestly, the formatting just doesn't work. But it looks very pretty here, other than the fact that yes, I did spell my name wrong. But I am Tyler today, Cupid Mattioli. I am the BDM for Club Med for Ontario Bricks and Mortar and the Maritimes and all that stuff as we talked about. And Sam would love to be here. Unfortunately for you guys, she is in a day bar, après ski bar in the French Alps right now with 15 very lucky travel agents. So she's out there doing her thing, and I'm here doing mine. I actually just got back from Cancun on Sunday, so I've got a little bit of a tan, thank God. Uh, I look really weird with all the white snow around us. But today we're going to kind of do a high level overview of Club Med as a whole. We're going to try and touch on as many things as we can, give you guys kind of some background on what's been going on in the company, what we have in store for you, what our travel brands are like, and yeah, we'll do some questions at the end and hopefully you guys are engaged and then hopefully somebody wins those points. If you can see my background, it is Valentine's Day themed. I've got that heart back there. That is Club Med Connie in the Maldives. You could use your 84,000 points to go there. Just putting that out there. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, Club Med, as a whole, as I think everyone knows, we've been around for a very long time. We have been here since 1950. We're in our 75th year. And I think a lot of people have a lot of ideas of what Club Med was, what it maybe still is. And, this brief little video will give you guys a heads up on kind of where we're headed right now.
If you can't remember when you last wore shoes, or even what day it is, if your family vacation actually feels like a vacation, or you have nothing to do and all day to do it, if the only thing on your mind is a sun hat, or the only reason you get up is to lie down somewhere else, that's l'esprit libre, Club Med.
So, l'esprit libre, that is, to relax, chill, to do nothing or do something, do whatever you want while you're on vacation. That is the Club Med experience. That is what we're pushing. And you saw some of our trip styles there. We're going to get deeper into it, but we're going to touch a little bit more on the brand in the beginning of this, and then you'll see as we go through it. So, how we started. The purpose of life is to be happy. The place to be happy is here. The time to be happy is now. That is from Gerard Blitz, who is one of our founders all the way back in 1950. We keep that at our core, and we've kept it at our core since 1950. You've seen it in all the iterations of Club Med as we, started out with tents on a beach in Spain to now five-star luxury hotels around the world with multiple different types of trips and all the all-inclusive activities that you can imagine. We've gone through a pretty big transformation, and we'll show you a little bit more of that today. So, as I said, 70 Club Meds around the world. We are constantly expanding. We are not just the Caribbean. When we speak to agents in English Canada, we hear all the time, "Oh yeah, Turks. I remember that." Or yeah, we know Cancun's been there since 1978, and yes, they have been there. We have been around for a long time, but we are constantly innovating and changing and adding, and we're popping new resorts around the world all the time. And you can kind of see that with this map. It gives you, a better idea of what we are and how worldly we are. Like I said, we have the Caribbean, we have South America, we have three great resorts in Brazil, we have, a handful of really great sun destinations in Europe. We are in Africa, we're in Tunisia, we're in Senegal. We're in the Indian Ocean and the Seychelles and in the Maldives and Mauritius, all these places that are luxury destinations. And the great thing about Club Med is, we kind of see the trends, we start the trends, we get there first, we get the best locations, and then we expand on them. Being at Cancun this past week was a really great reminder for me. Noel, who's in our inside sales team. He's been with the company for what feels like a million years for him. He constantly shows me his picture of him at Cancun in 1980 in the main pool. And going there again this week with my kids and seeing the brand new water park that we just opened in December. I thought that water park was going to be great for young kids. I thought my 10-year-old was going to be too cool. I thought my wife would be like, let's go back to the beach. And honestly, I think me and my wife were on more water slides than the kids were. Watch my Instagram for a reel coming very soon. We got very busy on those slides. It was very cool. And it's just this thing, this property's been there forever. And we're in this beautiful ocean view room, separate bedroom with the kids, this beautiful walkout to the ocean. And it still feels new. And the property's been there forever. That is kind of it speaks to what our brand has always done. So we have Club Med Sun Resorts, we have Club Med Mountain Resorts. So our sun resorts, ideal for beachside bliss and excitement, some of the world's top water sports schools. So if you're somewhere like Bucks and Martinique, we're in this beautiful cove. If you've seen our spiral deck that we have out there, we have water skiing, we have wakeboarding, we have windsurfing, we have all these different activities, and every resort is kind of situated in a special location to kind of experience different things. So at Cancun, we have our sailboats, our kayaks. We have three separate beaches. So we have amazing snorkeling on a world-class reef. But then we also have a side that is 50 Shades of Blue, perfect white sand beach, a little bit of something for everybody. On the mountainside, I it, it's one of the big reasons I came to Club Med. The thought of all-inclusive ski in the French Alps, in Quebec, in Japan, in China, new resorts opening. Keep your eyes peeled. We have another one coming in Italy very soon. I'm actually going to Italy March 1st to go check out a property down there. But I was just in Ting in December, another beautiful mountaintop property, one best new hotel opening in 2023. We're going to touch more on the ski stuff, but it is an amazing product. So our premium resort collection, so we have 4 Trident resorts and exclusive collection. We'll do more of a deep dive on the exclusive collection towards the end of this presentation. But our 4 Trident resorts are our core, our Punta Canas, our Cancuns, our Opios and other properties kind of around the world in Phuket or wherever. These are great resorts, fully all-inclusive, tons of different activities, lots of different offers for all different kinds of clients, great honeymoon resorts, great family resorts. The exclusive collection range is a little different. And like I said, we'll do a deeper dive, but just a few different levels of stay throughout the exclusive collection and just expect just a little tick up in terms of food services, activities, room service and stuff like that. So our all-inclusive formula, sports has always kind of been at our core. We are a very active hotel chain. You'll see that from ski to mountain to Marrakesh to sun. Everywhere you go, there's all different kinds of things. Me and Susan were actually just chatting earlier about Marbella, where we have clay tennis courts, grass tennis courts, concrete. We have paddle. We have archery. We have a running club there. Tons of different activities, and that's just one property. If you're looking at places like Turks or Cancun or Meeches in Punta Cana, we have all our pickleball courts where we run massive pickleball groups, and you can actually block off space if you have a large group. Or you can just play if you want on your own. Cancun, we have 10 courts right beside the family section, which is amazing. My daughter absolutely kicked my butt all week last week, which was depressing, considering she's 10. I'm very out of shape. And speaking about kids, children, Club Med was always known as, an adult-only uh, kind of lifestyle resort, and we've done this big change since the 2000s started where we are a multi-generational family at the core. We are running world-class kids clubs, baby clubs, teens clubs. We have specialist GOs that are trained. They're international. They're from around the world. Most of our GOs are coming from Europe, Canada, US, some South America. If they're running our kids clubs, they generally have an ECE. It's just a little more familiarity from what you expect at home. So when you're putting your kids in the kids club, you can expect that they will have, or you can have all the confidence in the world that they'll run it just like a daycare would here in Canada. On the food and beverage side, honestly, if you want to talk about love on Valentine's Day, there's nothing I love more about Club Med than the food. I've been all over the world with Club Med in the last 2 years, and the dining experience stays the same throughout. It is amazing everywhere you go. I was in Sicily in May last year. Probably some of the best Italian food I ever had in my life. We actually went off resort. Me and a few of the agents, we had lunch. It was very good. And we ended up leaving to go back to the resort because the food at the resort was actually better. So I don't think that happens very often when you're traveling around Europe, that the hotel food is better than what you're getting in town. But that's the level that you can kind of expect from us. And Cancun is very similar. In Meeches, it's even a little more elevated. So really great food and beverage everywhere you. A world-renowned family program, we kind of touched on this. So we have Baby Club, which is at an extra cost. It should be booked ahead of time, and it is commissionable to all travel agents. But the Babies Club is, from 4 months to 23 months. Our Petite Club from 2 to 3 years. Mini Club from 4 to 10 years. The Chill Pass and Teens, 11 to 17. Actually, I was very surprised while we were away last week. They do a kids show at the end of the week, and normally when they bring out the tweens, there's like 2 kids. This this week, for whatever reason, there was 15 kids that were in the tweens club that wanted to participate in the show. And it was actually really kind of nice to see, refreshing to see these kids actually wanted to go hang out at this club. They've got foosball and, ping pong and all kinds of things in there. And it's just, a different way for your kids to kind of make friends rather than being on devices at the side of the pool or, kind of hanging out with their parents. this gives them the opportunity to go out and actually make some friends that are their own age and hopefully like-minded, and keeps them busy while they're on the trip. Food and drink offers, we just touched on this. So endless choices, that is very true. Although most Club Med resorts, we're only looking at 2 or 3 restaurants, the food is constantly changing. Again, we have geo chefs from all over the world that are trained classically and then sent out to the resorts. Our chefs at our buffet stations, it's not a true buffet. It's more like a food court, honestly. You walk up, they can complete an individual plate for you while you're standing there. You see kind of a little preview plate to give you an idea of what you're going to get. And then you can take a little bit of that. You can have them prepare that whole plate for you fresh right in front of you. Or you can, take a portion and move on to the next station. Fresh ingredients is super important. Some of our resorts actually have their own vegetable gardens. They're constantly in the markets and around the community. So that way they're keeping money in that community to support the area. But really, really great ingredients, great food all throughout the resorts. A holistic approach. This is very true. So healthy food, it is rare for me, and I've been in this industry for almost 16 years now, to be able to go on vacation and come back and have lost a little bit of weight. I've talked about how much food I ate while I was in Cancun. I eat constantly. We have gelato at almost every single, area, whether it's lunch or dinner or snack during the day. But still, because the food is fresh and healthy, I actually come back because I'm walking and so active on there. I generally lose weight. The mindfulness and yoga, this is a huge thing for Club Med now. Wellness in general is just such a big part of who we are. So you'll see, the festival that we did at Charlevoix this summer, where we had a full month kind of dedicated to wellness and yoga. We had Jonah Kest, kind of a influencer yoga person, came down and ran a whole bunch of different classes. We always have spin, we have yoga, we have TRX, all these different programs at all the different resorts. So there's plenty of activities. I tried aerial yoga at Meaches. I'm not really an aerial yoga guy, but I was in there. I tried it. I gave it a whirl. I wiped out. It was pretty brutal, but it's there. So if you want to try it, go for it. Sports we've touched on. Natural reconnection. You see this at properties like Meaches, like Cancun, like Punta Cana, where we're not necessarily in the big resort zone. So Cancun, massive resort zone. We were the first ones there. So we've got this nice, corner of the 7 where it doesn't feel like we're too close to any other properties. Beaches, we were the first ones there. When people say unspoiled beach, we were the only ones there. There was no other resort around us for 40 kilometers. So you're really getting back to nature at these properties. The Blissful Spa, you know, I do take advantage of this on all the trips that we use. It's always nice to grab a massage while you're away, and I've had several agents back to the spa 2, 3, 4 times throughout a week at a resort. So always take advantage of that. And then the social well-being, this is a huge thing for us too. You'll see it with Club Med Live, which is our band series. We have, a few hundred bands around the world that travel throughout all the different Club Meds. It's just creating these social atmospheres for people to kind of hang out in and connect and network, not necessarily network for work, but just to meet people rather than, being closed off and really sitting by yourself. So you'll see we do our sunset rituals at places like Cefalù and Meaches and Cancun and all over the place, where we have, kind of a nice champagne setting. We have a bunch of food out. We have music playing. And it's just this area, between that pool time and dinner time where you can go and meet people, talk to the GOs, talk to the staff, and really enjoy yourself at the resort. So it's just a nice way to, meet new people and connect and, get outside your comfort zone a little bit on your trips. Happy to Care. This is also huge for Club Med. This is kind of at the heart of everything we do now. So whether it is the produce from, the local areas, we're getting food from the local areas, the glasses we use, the cutlery we use on our takeaway. If you're at our pool bar at Meaches or any of our other properties where they do snacks, they're giving you not paper forks, but the little kind of wooden looking ones that they have now. So everything is very much about sustainability and making sure that, we're kind of supporting the area we're in. And that's really at the core of everything. So for Club Med North America, we have a wealth of properties. Again, these might be some of the more familiar ones that you know of, but if you see what they look like now, it is, leaps and bounds from what it used to be. So We're talking Club Med Punta Cana, Club Med Cancun, Club Med Ixtapa, Columbus Isle, Turquoise, Bucks, and Caravel. So when you're looking at these properties from Ontario, direct lift, you obviously have it to Punta Cana, to Cancun, to Ixtapa, uh, partially to Martinique, where Buccaneers is, and obviously to Turks all year round. Caravel, which is Guadeloupe, there is flights connecting from Montreal. That's the easiest way to get there. And for Columbus Isle, we do flights once a week. It's a charter flight out of Montreal Tuesdays. So Club Med owns that entire flight. We basically own the isle where Columbus Isle is in the Bahamas. Really relaxing, beautiful spot for ages 8 and up as well. So a little more of a quiet kind of getaway. But some beautiful properties. And again, like I've mentioned, we keep renewing and renewing and renewing. We had our sales meeting at Buccaneers in June last year. Buccaneers was always an adults only property. We redesigned it to be a more family forward property. And getting there and seeing this beautiful, lush property, one of our oldest properties that we have, and getting to see how we've redeveloped it and all the rooms feel brand new. It's this beautiful, brand new property, but in this super lush jungle setting with one of the most amazing beaches in the Caribbean. Just a really breathtaking spot. So really cool to see what we're doing at some of these resorts. Our first resort in Canada, so important for our growth and how we've really kind of shown up in Canada in the last 4 years. Charlevoix was a project that we started just before COVID and opened up in the middle of COVID. We have had 3 of the most successful seasons of any of our resorts. We did really well during COVID with our Canadian clientele. And now the biggest feedback we get is, oh my God, I can't believe how international it got. We have Brazilians, people from Asia, people from all over the world that have been going to Club Med forever, now coming in and experiencing this property, getting to ski Charlevoix, Le Massif. Basically looks like you're skiing into the widest part of the St. Lawrence River. So a straight downhill. You know, Susan's been there. She loves the property. And the best thing about it is the poutine bar that you can basically get poutine at from noon till 10 o'clock at night. I take advantage of that every time I'm there. So always keep Charlevoix in mind. A beautiful resort, great destination, some of the best skiing in Eastern Canada. Honestly, it's one of the only places in this side of the country where we get actual powder because of the lake effect that comes off of the St. Lawrence. And then really cool stuff around it. So if you're there in the summer, whether it be Mall Bay or Bay St. Paul, there's some really cool areas that you can check out that are amazing. So our North America exclusive collection, again, we'll touch more on exclusive collection towards the end of this, but Club Med Cancun, we have a exclusive collection space, which is Jade, that is also 8+. So it's actually in the center of the resort, kind of fenced off, has its own private beach, its own private pool, its own private bar, and just a few more amenities that come with that. Club Med Punta Cana exclusive collection space. So we have Tiara, which we just renovated, done a massive renovation here, beautiful family rooms, 2 bedrooms, huge, giant living areas, really, really, really beautiful. Charlevoix, which we just saw, we have our exclusive collection space, which is the top 2 levels of the main building. It is a beautiful indigenous design that we had there. Feels completely separate from the rest of the resort. On the 8th floor, we actually have hot tubs and jacuzzis right out on the balcony of the exclusive club lounge. So a really cool experience that you can have there. Miches, Playa Esmeralda, that is our first fully exclusive collection resort in all of the Caribbean and North America. I'll actually be hosting a fam there in April, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Really, really cool spot. Me and Sam were there a couple years ago. Great beach, like we said, untouched. Food is amazing. We have our adults only section there. We have our Archipelago suites, which are probably one of the best looking honeymoon suites you could have. And then our La Perla suites, which are amazing, expansive family suites, which are unbelievable with their own private pool section and a few other exclusive little amenities. And then, of course, we have Club Med 2. So Club Med 2 is our 5-masted sailing yacht. It has been with us for a very long time, recently renovated. A really cool experience. It is 52 unique itineraries. We change every single week, 180 staterooms, gourmet food, Really, really cool setting. We go as far as Senegal. We're in the Mediterranean, obviously during med season, and then we're in the Caribbean for the rest of the year, doing really unique itineraries. So if you want to get down and see some of the French Caribbean or the West Indies or just places that you might not necessarily get on a regular cruise ship, Club Med 2 gives you a whole bunch of cool, interesting, unique itineraries. We actually even have golf weeks, which you should check that out because that is a really, really cool way to see different golf courses all around the Caribbean. So a really cool spot there. So easy arrival. Easy arrival is something that we've implemented in the last couple of years. So once you make these bookings for your clients, they have a GM number, which they get every time that they book with Club Med, and make sure that they keep that number and they can use it every time they book moving forward. But this GM number will give them the access to log on to our app or onto the website. And easy arrival, you can actually go ahead and put your credit card information in, so you don't need to worry about anything. You get these funky little bracelets you can kind of see right here. So this is my Club Med bracelet. Because I have easy arrival, I don't need to take my wallet out ever while I'm there. So if I'm at the boutique, I just scan that. If I'm going into the room, I scan that. If your clients are doing ski trips, this is also a really cool thing. They can put all their weight, height information if they're doing ski rentals, and will actually have their ski equipment waiting in their ski locker for them when they arrive. And then, like I said, you get access to the Club Med app while you're on property and before you're on property, which is great. You can see what the themes are for the different nights. So whether it's white night or 45 night or black and color night, that's been a really fun one lately. You can see all the dress codes. You can see all the programs throughout the day. You can see, which day they're doing the foam party on the beach for the kids and which day they're doing the Cheese Fest in Italy. It's a really good one to make sure that you're following. So easy arrival is there for your clients, makes their trip that much easier for them once they get there. Our great member loyalty program. This is another great thing. This is something that kind of comes with our membership fee that we have. So great members always start at turquoise. So once they've traveled with us, they are a turquoise member, and the more they travel, the more they can go up from silver, gold, and platinum. As they continue to grow with us, they get different kinds of rewards like free room upgrades, free bottles of wine at dinner, upgraded champagne, little things like that. So the more they travel with us, the better it is. And then they also get exclusive access to early sales. So we are in the middle of our ski sale right now. We started on Tuesday for everyone, but on Monday, any gold or platinum member had access to go ahead and book on Monday ahead of everyone. So they got early access to booking stuff that has been in demand for a really long time, and they got to have the first crack at it to make sure they got the room categories they wanted, the best pricing and all that stuff. So huge benefit is this loyalty program that's there. We've just revamped it and we've had amazing feedback from our members. So hopefully we continue that way. Our Club Med travel advisors. What is your benefit to selling Club Med products? So I think there's quite a few. You have a unique experience, premium all-inclusive vacations. This is really key when it comes to places like Seychelles, places like the Maldives, places like Phuket, where you don't really have a ton of all-inclusive destinations. Cefalu is another one that really comes to mind for me on this one. So when you're looking at something like this, or something like the Maldives, where, I went and I stayed at a St. Regis. I've told this story so many times. I went to the St. Regis. I got there the very first day. Beautiful property, really, really nice. Looks exactly like the two Maldives properties that we own. I went to lunch. This is how I'm so specific on this. I ordered a goat cheese mixed green salad. By the way, there's no pricing on the menu. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. The bill came after. So my wife got a Caesar salad. I got the goat cheese mixed green salad. We both had like a glass of water with it. I got a bill for $836 US. That's a really expensive couple of salads. And that was very shocking for me to experience and then try to prep for the rest of the week. I was there on an agent rate. So, we made the best of it. But when you're at the Maldives with Club Med, you pay upfront, everything, all the costs are done. When you go to dinner and you're ordering that steak, you don't have to clench your butt cheeks because you don't know what the bill is going to be after this. So you can go and fully enjoy everything without worrying that you're going to be bankrupt by the time you come home. We have 70 destinations, which we've talked on. So most beautiful places in the world, immersive resorts, um, like we said, a variety of destinations, whether, it's Africa, it's Italy, it is the Caribbean, or a ski resort in the Alps. Activities for all ages. So more than 60 activities available, again, from yoga to ski to water ski to wakeboarding. We now have that crazy motorized surfboard thing at beaches. That one freaks me out, but that's another one that we have. Our GOs, again, at the core of our belief system is the way our GOs are. So our GOs are international. They work at all of our different resorts. They all work on contract and they move from resort to resort. This is the way that we keep our consistency across our brand. So whether you are in Punta Cana or you're in Malaysia at one of our resorts there, you're going to get that same level of service. And it's because they work there for 8 months, and 8 months later they could be working at, one on the other side of the planet. So the GOs are just a really cool thing that I think we do that not a lot of other resorts think about. And the cool thing about it too is we have GOs and GEs. Our GEs are staff that aren't living on property, that are generally from the destination. And we've seen really large success from our GEs from Dominican Republic specifically and Haiti. We just made an assistant chief of village in Seychelles, one of our former GEs from Haiti who's working at our property in Niches. He went up the ranks from cleaning the back room to entertainment to head of activities to assistant chief of village in the Seychelles on the other side of the planet. So it's a really cool thing that we do, and I think it's really important for everyone to know that we're doing that kind of stuff. And then we have our new experiences, which we do try to pioneer all these new trends, and we try to stay in touch with all this stuff. So things like pickleball and paddle in Europe, couple of sports that, I think a long time ago, nobody ever thought we'd be getting rid of tennis courts in Cancun. But now right now, I think we're sitting around 70 or 80 different affinity pickleball groups just going to the Caribbean this year. And then going to places like Marbella and places like Cefalù and seeing paddle. What a crazy sport that is. It's just pickleball on steroids. So you get to do different stuff like that. And then, we still have the classics, whether it is archery or anything else of that kind of sort. So lots of cool things on there for you. I want to go a little bit deeper into our ski program. So I'm just going to show you this quick video here.
If your only problem is to ski or après ski, that's l'esprit libre. Club Med.
So our ski vacations. We've touched on all the other stuff, but I want to get a little more into the detail here because our ski season for 25-26 just started this week. So lift passes, ski and snowboard lessons, fully included. That is a huge attribute. It is when you're comparing us to places like Tremblant for Charlevoix or Whistler to the French Alps or to the Japanese Alps, knowing that your lift passes and your ski and snowboard lessons are already included, it's a huge, huge weight off of a lot of people's chests. When you do the price comparison, it is massive. Our children's clubs are, again, we've talked about this on other levels, but when you see, when I was in Tang, leaving early in the morning, 9:30, going out with my snowboard guide, and then you just see 15 kids with their little Club Med bibs just whiz past you with their ski instructors. My girls I had at Charlevoix, so they're 10 and 7, 10 and 8 right now. I had them out there for 2 days. They did 2 days of lessons. I taught them everything I could snowboarding, and they were okay. By the end of that trip, they were doing double black diamonds with me, and they're better than me. Again, embarrassing, but they are very impressive because of a couple days with really good lessons. The nice thing here too is you can select English or French or whatever language it is. So you get put with a group of people that speak the same language, that are at the same level as you. So whether that's beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then there's 3 levels within each of those. So if you're really, really beginner, you can take that. But if you're a beginner that can link your turns, you can go to that level. So that way you never feel like you're being left behind. Our gourmet food, unbelievable in the French Alps, unbelievable in Italy, unbelievable in Charlevoix. I can't speak enough to that. The après ski activities, there's just something cool about coming off the hill at 11:30 in the morning for your lunch break, and you see a DJ and somebody in a Yeti costume and a bunch of GOs running around serving drinks and barbecuing steaks, and they're just serving you right as you get off the hill. Really, really, really cool. Wi-Fi taxes and tips always included, so you don't have to worry about that. So some of the other things, obviously, more winter sports. You don't just have to ski or snowboard. You can snowshoe, you can cross country ski, you can hike. There's some pretty crazy mountain biking stuff happening now. For your workouts, spinning, yoga, muscle strengthening, so your hip training, stretching, fully equipped gym, and some pretty crazy shows, and even joining like the circus classes in the middle of the day just to do some new stretching, some new gymnastics routines that you might not have ever tried in your life. And then obviously just enjoying and relaxing. So whether that's hanging out at the swimming pool with Mont Blanc directly in front of you, sitting in the hot tub, going into the sauna, the wellness workshops, tons and tons of cool options here. A little bit of meditation after a full day on the ski hill is a beautiful thing. And just to give you an idea of some of the resorts, these are some of our resorts around the world. So we have 14 in the Alps, we have one in Canada, four in Japan, and a few in China. But this is just a few of them. So Pays Valandry, beautiful destination, great ski domain. Val Thorens, which is one of our highest elevations that we have. And this is more of an adult focus as well. That is for kids 11 and up there. So there is no kids club at this property. But really, really amazing ski hill, really, really amazing area. Cher Chevalier, we just did a massive renovation. It's basically a brand new resort. Val d'Isère, our only exclusive collection resort in the Alps. Ting, which I touched on, just opened in 23, best new hotel opening in the world. And then Val Morale. For Japan, we have Kororo Peak, Kororo Grand, Sapporo Hokkaido, and Tamano Hokkaido. All four of these are beautiful. It is a totally different experience in Japan. Smaller mountains, but crazy, crazy terrain. You see the snow monsters that you see on social media constantly. They've been getting dumped on, so we're calling it Japao now. Just a really, really cool spot. And then you can see two of our resorts in China also at the bottom. And then again, two more back in Europe, Pragelato, where I'm headed March 1st, Charlevoix in Canada, and St. Moritz, one of the most famous ski destinations in the world. And we're gonna bomb through the exclusive collection stuff now really quickly. So the products for exclusive collection, we have resorts, spaces, villas, and our Club Med 2 cruises. So resorts, full exclusive collection resorts, spaces, a space at our resort. Villas and chalets are separate to our resort, but right next to it with full amenities, full access to the resort, and then obviously our five-masted sailing yacht. These are some of our Club Med properties around the world that are exclusive collection, and we'll be adding more as we go. So South Africa is set to open for 2026, two new resorts there. So you'll see exclusive collection spaces at both of those. Oman will be fully exclusive collection. Marrakesh, we just opened a space. So a lot of really cool stuff there. Just a couple of the resorts. So Val d'Isère, this is actually attached to Ting. So it's in a separate valley. It takes about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to ski from Ting to Val d'Isère. If you're staying at Val d'Isère, you have full access to Ting. Super high level food, beautiful village. One of the best patio parties I think I've ever had. If you've been on my social media, you've seen the videos that I posted of the really cool stone deck with the steaks grilling and the DJs playing and dancers going. Just a really cool experience all around. One of my favorite club beds. Seychelles, like you can't touch on these properties enough. Like this is kind of like this room with the pool here. This is our second category up. So just keep that in mind. And when you're looking at properties like this and you're thinking that must be $50,000 for a honeymoon, if you're booking that pool villa in the peak of peak season, you are for a 10-day vacation with flights, $16,000 for a couple. Compare that to some of our competitors in the Caribbean, where over $24,000 for a week. You could be staying at that property on the other side of the planet. It just goes without saying. Beautiful, beautiful spot. And then the Maldives. Finaloo is our top category in the Maldives. We have Connie as well, which is more of our family-friendly spot. Both have overwater bungalows, both have pools attached to their bungalows, both have beautiful beaches, and they're only about 4 kilometers from each other in the ocean. So it is cool that they're very close together. Finaloo is definitely a little bit higher end in terms of it's less kid friendly, no kids club here, more of your honeymoon destination. This is the sit in your attached pool and float with your breakfast around you kind of place. Again, if you're looking at pricing, something like Finaloo and an overwater bungalow for a 10-day period with flights, you're anywhere between $15,000 and $20,000 total for two. But again, comparing that to some overwater bungalows in other places, it's actually quite affordable. And then this, for Valentine's Day, I had to include my Valentine, Chefaloo, my favorite resort in the entire collection. My favorite that I have been to. It is unbelievable. Chefaloo is just such a great city in the heart of Sicily, right next to a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Um, we are about 5 minute walk into town off of the main beach strip, and then 2 minutes further uphill, and all of a sudden you were in the perfect European destination. Alleyways, mom and pop bakeries, little grocery stores, all the tourist shops that you could want, all these amazing little restaurants, a market that's there every Sunday and Thursday. Just an unbelievable destination. The view from the pool at this resort, 180-degree ocean, and then you turn just a little bit further past that, and you have your your full view of the city of Cefalù right there. And the Vallettas that we have here are unbelievable. Because I love it so much, here's one last video. We have to learn to love each other. All is bright around, all is shine around, all is bright around. That doesn't put you in a romantic mood. Hopefully the commission chart will. So just know with Club Med, you were starting at 10% across the board. Very easy to work your way up to 15%. So you're seeing $175,000 a year in total sales, gets you 15% commission. Honestly, we have one agency that really just got into Club Med in the last year, and it took them about 3 months to get to $175,000. Now they're very close to $1 million account. The growth is really, really easy to get there. So just keep that in mind. If you're booking a family of 4 on a ski trip to the French Alps, you're going to get to that commission level really, really quickly. So keep that in mind. Just one last slide on a little more information on us. So our average customer currently is 40 years old. So considerably younger than I think a lot of people would expect. 45% are families, 33.5% are couples, 92.3% of clients are satisfied with their Club Med experience. We send this file out to every customer that comes, and we really, really focus on that feedback. You see that on our TripAdvisor, you see that everywhere. 31% of groups, that's what we're up right now. So our products with growth, groups is through the roof. 45% up in overseas vacations, so Europe and Asia. So we're seeing that with the Japan ski, the Japan sun, places like Phuket, the Maldives, Seychelles, Mauritius, and then of course places like Cefalù, Opio, so many other resorts out there. So yes, we have our product in the Caribbean, and it is great. But keep in mind, people are constantly saying, "I want something new." We have these great places all over the world, and you keep in mind, they're not always set in stone on a 7-week vacation or a 7-day vacation. If you're finishing a river cruise in Italy and you want to do 2 days at Cefalù, you can do that. If you're, touring around Lyon and you want to do a couple days ski vacation, you can do that as well. And you can see stays in Europe on their own, just ski stays up 24%. That was last year's numbers. This year alone, just Monday, we did $1.8 million in sales. Just Monday, that was Gold Platinum Day. And we have been up since then. So really, really great week for us on our first week of ski season opening. Don't forget, we have our Club Med travel agent website. Very easy to get on, very easy to use. You can find us in Sarev, but we always suggest going to the Club Med travel agent site because you can search all of our products here. You can do land only, full packages, search excursions, get your insurances and all of that stuff. Talks about commissions and all that stuff built in, and you can compare multiple resorts at the same time. And sorry, I didn't realize that Sam built an animation on that. And then, of course, starting your journey on the Club Med Travel Advisors, we have our current offers, our marketing tools, our booking engine, and our Learn More. So we have our webinars that we post on there. We have Club Med University, which we're currently kind of redoing. So you'll see that changing. And then we have our loyalty program, which is what we talked about with the points today. So earn 1 point per dollar spent. So 84,000 is enough for 2 people to go away for 7 nights to any resort in the world. That's what we're going to give to you today. I feel like I really powered through the end of that. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I'm going to stop sharing so I can actually see the text box at the bottom, and I'll let Susan jump in here.
Amazing, amazing. Tyler, everyone, you should read Facebook and all the comments. I'm gonna pass all the comments from Zoom over to you after. You've got to see these.
Yeah.
But we had a special guest tap in on our live feed on Facebook. We had our friend Sam. Sam came on and she said, "Hey everyone, I'm hosting a fan with 15 agents. We're having a blast right now."
Sam's probably had some drinks today.
Oh my gosh, everyone wants to go with Sam and with you to Italy. I mean, my goodness. So amazing presentation. Wow. So don't forget, you guys, one of you is going to be going to most, like you can pick your Club Med because a lot of these, the rewards, 84,000 will get you to a lot of the different properties you have, right?
Exactly.
Okay, Sharon said on Facebook, I just want to read some good stuff here too, of course. Excellent webinar, really interesting. And she's going to be doing the Club Med University, which is great. So I just did a little quick poll. I don't know, we'll try it. I asked our friends on Facebook already. Hi, Amanda. So I'm going to launch a poll on Zoom, and the poll is this, and I'll show it to you in a minute there, Tyler. Have you experienced Club Med? And I'm asking because you guys have such great agent rates. You got a great rewards program. So everyone's popping in here on Zoom. A lot of our friends on Facebook have said yes. Great information. Love it. There was one that just said that they were just there, and someone said they're just on the way to Cancun.
Nice.
Uh, so, I mean, it's crazy here. So I think most of Zoom. Oh, one more. Oh, someone's changed their answer. Here we go. I'm going to end the poll and I'm going to share it with you. So,
Oh,
yeah, that's good.
that's really good.
That's really good. So, just to think, you guys, your rewards are such a great program and stuff. So, take advantage of it. Become I call it the Club Med Pro, become a pro, right? So you can sell it. You can go and
Or,
sell it.
we do have FAMs all the time. I will say I have like 2 spots left on my Italy FAM. If anyone wants to go to Italy the 1st of March, let me know. Hit me up in my inbox. Uh, and we'll have that thing finished up by next week. And then we'll have Meech's FAM in April, and Sam will be doing a Cancun FAM in May. So lots of opportunities.
Okay, great. So Sharon on Facebook, Angela, you just heard it. You want to get on one of their fams, you can. Heather on Facebook said she's been to Charlevoix. Me too.
Mhm.
Love it, love it, love it. Janice would love to experience Club Med for the first time. Amanda, who's in the Nova Scotia area, she wants to get there too. I mean, it's crazy. You're blowing everything up here today, Tyler, in a good
This is
way.
this is what happens.
Okay, some questions here. Karen's asking on Zoom, do you have anything for solo travelers that you would recommend?
Specifically solo travelers, like I will say, we are definitely more focused on that generational traveler, the generational family. But if you're looking for solo, places like Ixtapa are really good, better individual rates there. Same with our French Caribbean. So if you're looking at Bucks and Caravel, there's some really good rates there. If you're looking more internationally, there are some good rates at the ski resorts, Summer Mountain too. So if you want to do the French Alps in the summer while they're doing the Tour de France out there, we actually see Jake Gyllenhaal, the Rosier every single year. So a little tip if you want to go see Jake Gyllenhaal, somewhere like that would be a really good spot.
People are asking, can you give the dates of your fam? I believe it's in March again for Italy.
Yeah, we're leaving March 1st, returning March 9th.
Okay, Janice. So it's in March. Okay, awesome. Okay, so Robin's just saying like she loves it how far Club Med's come, because she's gone from the earlier days and just how you guys have really evolved and become something absolutely fantastic. And I can speak personally on that. Someone's asking, how's the beach at Playa Esmeralda?
Amazing, actually. So I will say it's not your typical white sand beach, but it is your white sand color. So it's not dark sand like what you would get in Puerto Plata or the backside of Savannah. So it's gold. There's no sand fleas. That's the nice thing about gold versus dark. So it's really wide. It takes up the full property. So it goes from the Archipelago Suites all the way to La Perla, all the way across. But it's beautiful. And again, if you want to see images of it, check out my Instagram at Ty Flies and you'll see it on there. I've got our sunset ritual, which will give you a really good shot of what that property looks like.
And make sure you follow their Facebook page too, because you guys are really great with adding information like that. So that's amazing. Um, Okay, so Carrie's asking, do you guys have any plans for renovations for Turks and Caicos?
Turks and Caicos is a unique one for us because of the high demand of Turks. It's really hard to renovate. So Turks sits at 96% occupancy, and we are generally about 86% return rate. So because it's the same guests coming over and over and over, and they love the property, I don't think they'll be happening anytime soon. Um, we're constantly doing like touch-ups here and there, but the thing is, really, when you're comparing us to the other all-inclusive in the destination, we're about 80% less. So you're looking at averaging 2,000 to $3,500 per person versus the competitor at 10,000 to 18,000 per person. So yeah, I don't see it coming anytime soon.
So Judy and Janice and a few other people are asking, where can they find out more about FAM and FAM dates?
Yeah, definitely make sure you're on our mailing list. So me and Sam both have our independent mailing list, and then we're posting on our Facebook as well, which we mentioned. So that's Club Med with Sam and Tyler. So if you're on Facebook, check that out. We're constantly posting on there. And then yeah, I just sent a mailer Tuesday. So yeah, it's constantly being updated.
Okay, great. And let's see here. So I know that you guys have a new booking engine, if I am correct on that.
Yep,
And Michelle's asking, what's the best way to book your packages?
generally speaking, I know a lot of people are comfortable on Sarev, South Voyage, all of that stuff. We are there for the Caribbean and for ski, but that is it. And it always has to be packaged 7 days, that whole thing. And it doesn't show your commission breakdown on there. It always shows commission at a zero. You're not at a zero, it's not at a net. So keep that in mind. It's fine. But if you have a little more time and you want to really kind of dive into it, Club Med TA, which uh, we'll send it's actually on our spoiled agent page, so you can actually see it right on there. If you have any issues with your login information, just send me an email. We'll make sure that you have it. But on there, you can compare everything all at once. You can price everything at once. That's probably the one-stop shop. And then worst case scenario, if for some reason you can't find something there, our call center hold times currently are about 3.5 minutes. So
Oh,
there's always the call center if you need it.
oh my gosh, that's like
Nothing?
that's really good.
You know where I used to work, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
All right. So let's see here. Okay, so Catherine says I'm going to be going to Club Med in Cancun in April. She's using her points. Amazing. Good for you. So can she reach out to you to let you know that she's on her way?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Because I think she might want to stay in a certain section. So I'll let you guys work that out. Let me just pop in. As much as Tyler's here today, we know Sam is also takes care of certain accounts as well. So both of their contact information is on their supplier page in Spoiled Agent. So you just simply go to spoiledagent.com, go down to hotels, and you're going to find our friends at Club Med. You're going to find their booking engine, their rewards program, agent rates. I mean, everything that Tyler's talked about is all there for you guys. So it's a really great one-stop resource. Later on today on our new YouTube channel, I know Tyler and I talked about that. They're going to be on our YouTube channel later on today. So if you missed a little part of this and want to go back to it, you can do that as well. Okay, interesting question from Jennifer. I like this. For the cruises, are they 7 days or shorter? And do you have agent rates for cruises?
So they are generally 7 days. You can do shorter. You can do longer as well. Some people will stay on depending on the itinerary. If they want to stay on a little bit longer, they can. Um, and it really, so because it's unique itineraries all the time, we have a little bit more flexibility. And then sometimes we do have buyouts where somebody will buy out the ship for a full itinerary for a full
Mhm.
week or
Wow.
for 11 or 12 days. And then you have little 4 day packages that will do as specials on the side.
Wow. That's great.
As for agent rates, there aren't agent rates for Club Med 2, but you can use points.
Okay, so that's great. Sharon's asking, when you go to your website to book, are the prices in US or Canadian?
Always Canadian. Just make sure you're on clubmed.ca, clubmedpro.ca. Um, if you're on the American site, can't help you on that one. But if you're on the Canadian side, it's always in Canadian. And if there's ever anything that isn't, so if you're looking at a unique excursion for somewhere that might be in euros or it's never US dollars. So it's either Canadian or euros, basically.
Okay, perfect. So Melissa's asking, hypothetically, I like this. If she won the prize, which resort would you pick for someone who's never been to Club Med?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, there's so many good resorts. It really depends what kind of a traveler you are. Like I've said on this meeting, I love Cefalù. It is my absolute favorite because of like I was so taken aback at Cefalù that I was sitting on my balcony in my Valletta, again, 180-degree ocean view, this private little house that I have, and I'm there by myself. My agents are all doing their own thing. And I like called my wife to show her the view. She didn't pick up. I called my dad and he didn't pick up. And I ended up FaceTiming my mom at I think like 11 o'clock her time. And she's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "You just need to show somebody what this place looks like." Um,
Wow.
it's that beautiful. And like I said, I've been in this industry for 16 years. I've been all over the world. That place, I don't know, something just spoke to me there. The food was so good. The pistachio cream, everything. Every pasta is made in a cheese wheel. Like it's
Wow.
that I will say I lose weight at all of our resorts except for Cheflu. And I walked 22 to 25,000 steps a day while I was there, but I ate so much cheese.
Well,
And
you're
then
gonna
I'd
go away.
start
You need
talking
to
like this. I
embrace
was
it.
doing this and I was yeah. Yeah.
So Kara's asking, can she use your photos publicly that you guys post on your Facebook and stuff?
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right, great. Okay, so
Feel free to tag me
um,
in them.
yeah, and I was gonna say whoever wins, if you guys can tag Spoiled Agent, Tyler, and Sam and do some Facebook stuff, we'd love to know where you picked to go for this amazing prize because this is amazing. Very, very generous, guys. Like, wow. Okay, let's see here. Kara's asking, what would be the best place to go to in August if you had to pick?
In August, oh, August, well, again, it depends. If you're looking somewhere like Europe, I would probably suggest like a summer mountain or like for me, I'm not going to Sicily in August because it's so hot. But somewhere like Vitel, which is a renovated mansion that we have just outside of Paris, which is
Ah,
a golf resort, horseback riding, all that stuff right there. That's somewhere that I would love to go. Or I would like to do one of the French Alps summer mountains. So whether that be Tignes or Val d'Isere, where there's a pretty lively village, a lake effect, and you get beautiful pools and these mountain views in the middle of the summer. Great time to be there. If you're looking at the Caribbean, we actually do shut down a few of our resorts. So Bucks, we closed down. Guadeloupe, we closed down in the middle of the summer because it is on a hurricane path, and we just rather be safe than sorry. But somewhere like Cancun, where they've had really good weather the last few years, we've had no issues in the month of August. That's definitely a safe one. Ixtapa is a great one on the West Coast as well.
oh yeah, yeah, that's great. And obviously the prize is for two people, right?
It is 84,000 points, which you can use if you want to use it for two solo trips, go nuts. If you
Okay,
want to use it, however you want to use it.
fair enough. Renee's asking, how long are the points valid and do they expire?
So they're valid for at least a year from the time you get them. And then as long as you have an active check-in over the course of the next year, then the points will get renewed for another full year. So if you get the points today, and then January 1st, well, actually, so yeah, say January 1st of 2026, you have a new check-in, then they're good until 27.
Okay, wow. Sounds great. All right. Arlene in Newfoundland said you're selling out the Italy program just by saying how much you love it.
Oh, so good. Now, Arlene, I'll be in Newfoundland in June. We can chat in person about it.
Oh, Arlene, do you hear that? You can see Tyler in June. Love it. All right, amazing prize. Everyone's all excited. Fabulous resources that you guys have to offer, of course. Thank you guys so much for everything, your generosity, your support. Don't forget, go to the Spoiled Agent Supplier page for Club Med under hotels. Everything will be there for you guys that you get everything that Tyler's talking about. They've talked about in the past, him and Sam, whatever. Everything is listed there for you next week because it's a holiday here for Tyler and I on Monday in well, for most of Canada, I believe. Well, most certain provinces, let's say. If you guys get an email from Tyler next week sometime, open it up because it's super, super good news. Like, wow. All right, Tyler did an amazing job. Amazing. We love your Valentine's Day shirt.
Forget
Amazing.
about the where's my heart? There it is.
There's the heart behind you.
Just in the middle of the Maldives. You can go there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And you know what? We love all of you guys. We love our friends at Club Med, all the spoiled agents. What a great day, a great way to cap off a Friday of a long weekend and a great Valentine's Day. So thank you so much for everything. And all of you for joining us. And Tyler, you and your whole team.
Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you joining. Nice to see the number 90 show up on a Zoom. We'll see you guys all very soon, and make sure you're paying attention to Spoiled Agent for all this stuff we're doing with them in the future.
Bye, guys. Bye, Facebook. Bye.